everyone, my name is Lady Sandoval, and today I have a history question. Did you know slavery and indentured servitude were not the same thing? A lot of people confuse them, but the difference changed American history forever. So today I want to explain what made them different and how understanding those differences help us better understand American history and how slavery became connected to race. I also want to talk about why this history is still matters today. This topic can be a little uncomfortable, but I think it's important to talk about it openly. Indentured servitude? What was it? So, indentured servitude occurs when many poor Europeans wanted to come to America, but they couldn't afford a trip. So they signed contract agreement for work for someone for a few years, usually around 4 or 7 years. In return, the person paid for their transportation. After finished their contract, they became free. So, some people even received land or money after the service ended. Indentured servants had some legal rights, and they were not considered properly forever. Also, their children were born free. That's one of the biggest difference between indentured servitude and slave. So, slavery in America? Slavery was completely different. Enslaved Africans did not choose to come to America. They were forced into slavery and treated like property instead of human beings. Slavery was usually for life, and it became heritage. That means children born enslaved. Mother also became slave automatically. One of the most terrible parts of enslaved was something called Middle Passage. This was the journey across the Atlantic Ocean, from Africa to the America. Slave people were packed tightly into ships for weeks under horrible conditions. Many became sick, suffered abuse, or died during the trip. Over time, slavery in America became connected to race and skin color. Laws called slave colors controlled almost every part of enslaved people's lives and took away basic freedoms. So, what were the biggest differences? First, indentured servitude was temporary, but slavery was usually permanent. Second, indentured servants signed contracts, while enslaved people had no choice at all. Third, indentured servants had some legal protection, but enslaved people were not considered properly under the law. And finally, slaves became racial. African people and their descendants were targeted because of their skin color. This helped create racism that continued long after slavery ended. One important primary source from this time is the Virginian Slave Code of 1662. This law made slavery heritage and restricted freedom for enslaved Africans. They show how slavery became a legal system based on race. According to our history textbook and class lecture, slavery became a huge part of American economy in many years. But slavery didn't only affect economy, it also affected culture, politics, and society. I think learning about this topic matters today because it effect of slavery and racism didn't just disappear. Some of those problems still affect people and communities today. Understanding history helps us to understand why. Thanks for watching me. See you next time.